Oof. All right. So where are we? All right. 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 Okay. Mm, okay. 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 All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. All right. All right. So we are about to get started. We are ready. Some few minutes off. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So basically, we are starting right now. So let's see. Okay, okay. All right. So, all right. So you're all welcome to today's stream, and today we are back again as usual. So we are getting started as usual, guys. Getting started as usual. All right. So. Okay, so we have a speech by 105. So in the next 1 minute, there's gonna be a speech by Fred Jefferson. Jefferson is giving us a speech. So let's see. All right. So this is US30. I call out this trade in the morning, which I did take. So today I've already done this buy on US30. So it was a beautiful one. So basically, okay. So let's take a look at what we should be expecting this afternoon. So I'm gonna start with US30. What are my expectations? Um, it's really looking somewhere, guys. So I'll start with my 4 hour time frame. So I'll start with my 4 hour time frame. Ooh. So let's do it this way. US30. So all right. So clean charts. So this 4 hour time frame, guys. Let's do a quick rundown on it. So basically, this is our supply right about there, and there's a structure here which price has just broken on the 4 hour. And if you look at this area, this we have three bearish soldiers at this point, which at the end of the day it did form a range right there. So basically there's a long range to fill in the downward direction, but I'm not going to be jumping into this. So let's just quickly look at a couple of other stuff before we can think of even looking for entries, because you don't want to look out for entries when you are not even certain about what is going on. Let's get some water, guys. Ah, sorry, guys. All right, so So after identifying this supply, this demand, what is our next move? So basically, we are going to be looking at this area, this point here. So I'm going to mark it out with my trend line. So this is the ish. So basically, price should tap into that level. Then of course, if we have a break of that point, probably a retest, so something of this nature, then we should see price test this level. So we are expecting a break, retest, then price should test this zone right here. So basically this is on the 4 hour time frame, which of course this is more or less a mid-term trade. So if you look at the trend, so let's look at the structure starting from this point. So you have a high there, price gave us a lower high, this gave us new lows, then this area has been established. So this becomes a significant zone which price came to retest 1, 2. So this zone has not been invalidated, it's still valid, and you can see the structure is still bearish. If you look at this price action keenly, you realize that there is more of sell strength than the buys. So you have strong sell candles than the buy candles. So you see candle like this, we have about 5 bullish candles and just 2 bearish candle uh, uh, override all those bullish moves. We have about 4 here, 1 candle trying to override. So there is strong there's strength in the bears than the bulls. So basically we are just going to be following the trend. So in the short term, what are we looking out for? Because obviously we cannot trade off the 4 hour at this point. We cannot trade off the 4 hour at this point. So having established this neckline, so basically this is a double top here on the 1 hour time frame. So we have our first rejection, our second rejection, thereby forming a double top. So basically the 12 o'clock candle GMT was a perfect time to enter a sell trade. So having rejected off this zone, we had a rejection. So let's zoom out. So you can see this candle did push higher, rejected, ended up closing as inverted hammer. So that is why we had a nice volume coming in there for the uh, sellers. So basically that is it. So now what are we looking out for, or what am I going to be looking out for? I'm going to be patiently waiting for maybe to see a retest of the broken structure. So this is a structure that's been broken, so we're looking for a retest, then we can now consider a sell. All right, so this is basically what I should be waiting for, or what I will be waiting for, of course. So if I don't see that, guys, I'm not picking any trade when it comes to US30. I know how this bad boy behaves, so I wouldn't pick any trade. Okay. All right, so that is it for US30, which quickly I'll be switching back to um, this to eventually look at the psychological levels, because these are very key when it comes to trading US30. So basically you can see we're looking for a retest. So let me just take previous, keep my charts clean as always. I don't want us to get confused. So we're keeping the charts clean. All right, so we're just gonna be patient. Today is Thursday, so there shouldn't be any cause for a rush. You pick the right setup when it presents. So here we are. Now we are clean. So we're going to be looking out for a retest. Then we can now look out for a sell. So that is it. So let's jump to gold. Gold, basically yesterday I made mention that if price breaks out of this zone, so let's go to the 1 hour time frame so that we can see. I made mention that if price breaks out of this zone and give us a nice structure, then that is going to continue bearish. So in a GV, I'm going to show you where the expectation was, which is on the 4 hour time frame, so that if you are already in a sell, then you would know where to exit. So basically this is the exit point. So that is 1950, so which obviously is originated from the daily time frame. So this is basically what I was anticipating yesterday with regards to gold. So we have broke out of the level or out of the zone clean, so we should see price tank all the way to 1950.13. So basically, though we might see some resistance at this area, so basically that is it. So this is the area for scalpers. If you see some rejection around that area, then you can jump in for your scalp, maybe a 20 to 30 pip scalp. That should be clean. So basically this is it on go. So for now we do not have opportunities on the lower time frame. The only opportunities same as the US30, which came at exactly 12 noon GMT. So of course, personally I was not on seat. I didn't take that trade, and as I already said, I've already done one trade today, that is US30 buys, which I actually grabbed about 98 pips on that bad boy. So it kind of looks like today, this New York session, the boys are going bearish. GU of course is also trying to respect the bearish trend. So GU on the 1 hour time frame kind of gives an opportunity for a sell continuation if you look at the immediate. But let's not rush into it. Let's look at the higher time frame, then we'll come back to the structure on the 1 hour time frame. So GU, so this is the immediate zone. So price rejected. So if you look at your left hand side, this area there, so you realize that price rejected, push higher, gave a new high, higher low, then the structure, the bullish structure was maintained. So let's identify this trend line. So you can see 1 2 3 touch. So the moment that trend line was taken out, we saw a retest of that trend line, then price dropped. So basically, if you are not good with trend lines, trust me, you will be missing out uh, from a lot of trading opportunities, and most of the times you will be picking trade of the trend, because if you are not able to identify the trend, of course, then it means that oftentimes you are always going to be kind of wrong, or kind of be hitting your stop losses, because you would be trading against the trend. So it is advisable to always stick to your trend. All right, so goal is basically trying to fill that range right there. So there's nothing much to do than to wait. Not much to do than to wait. So US30 is pushing higher. So let's see if we're gonna have a retest. Yesterday, we had seen similar situation which it did. We're looking out for buys. We're looking for a rejection of the trend line before joining the buys. But when we took a look at this zone, we were looking for a retest of this supply, of this demand, sorry, before price could pick the bulls. So we did not have that opportunity. So this candle was where we were looking for the selling opportunity, and which it did not happen. So we had to manage our risk and close out with some loss. So today we're going to be very, very patient to, especially not when we have already done about 4%. So we are not, I am not in a rush, guys. All right, so let's see. So we keep, so you can keep your question coming in on the chat session. Let's engage, share with your friends, let them join us as well. Share with me your trading experience so far this year. How has your trading been this year? So, so far, if you have any charts you want us to look at, just send it in the chat box. Send the link and we would go through it together. This is a bit painful, man. Missed it, guys. Missed it. So, GU, no trade, guys. No trade, man. All right, so let's get some music, guys. You don't want to go through a trading day without a nice music. A little music will not hurt the soul. All right, so we're still keeping our fingers crossed. So, guys, let's keep our fingers crossed while we wait and see what is gonna happen. Oh, yeah. So let's get engaged. Let's engage via the chat. All right, so let's pay attention to US30 and see what will happen. All right. right, so you have 3 minutes more for this 30 minutes candle to close. So 130 mostly is a time of volume on US30. So let's look at the Dow before that time comes. So 130, we have news coming in. So basically, it's another Fed guy talking. It's testimony, Fed by testimony. So today, obviously, by 2 p.m. GMT, we would be having an opportunity to take some trade because we are having a release existing home sales. So at that point, there would be a high probability for a trade opportunity. So guys, let's keep it locked down while we wait. Okay. So it's 130. Look at that. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. See. We ain't shaking, man. So gold has actually done as expected. It's already tapped into the zone where we're expecting some kind of reaction. All right. All right. So I'm saying, Akpabioko says U30 pips movement differ per brokerage. I presume he's referring to US30. So differs per brokerage. The pip does not differ per brokerage. What differs is price, not the pip. Is the price depending on the liquidity provider with which the broker is connected to. That will influence the price. If I decide to look at this US30, so let's use the side by side. So if I'm loading this US30, so I'm gonna also add US30 here. So this time around, this US30 on this chart here. So these are all US30. All right, but you can see the price is different. This is currently at 333.07. This is 333.33.29. It differs. It differs. So it's the price that actually differ. It's the price that is different, not the pip. One pip would still be one pip, irrespective of the broker you are using. So basically, that is it. That is what you should note. So that's why I always recommend people to use a trusted broker like Xness. So if you don't really have an account with them, check the description box. You will see the link. Just click on it and get signed up. When you do, send me a message on Telegram so that you can be added to an additional page where a lot of fun is taking place right there. All right, so I think we have answered that. Gold, sorry, is still going down, guys. That's been a smooth ride down there. Okay. Okay. So we are into the, what is that? So we have just tapped into the retest area where we are expecting price to tap into. So of course, what we just need to do is to be a little bit patient, relax, and see. It will be more profitable to wait for 2 p.m. So in 20 minutes time, we should see the possibilities of a good setup. Alright, so currently we are still tapping there. Gold has actually dipped into the zone we expected. So for scalpers, if you want to take this, be my guest. That's 19 pips. So the best opportunity would have been, so if this come back down, so this 5 minutes candle is closing the next 3 minutes, if it come back down, then as a scalper you might be able to catch something bullish. That's for scalpers. It's actually not a trader would really advise someone to take anyway. This is just for scalpers, guys. Still getting my eyes fixed on this guy right here. GU is still not responding. So go. So let's take a look at the 15 minutes time. is actually kind of rejecting at this point, and I'm sure it has done about 30 pips, but of course this is not advisable. So it has done 40 pips, 42 pips. I want to see a retest, then a nice rejection around that area, then I call the trade, not this, guys. So 1 minute to go for this 15 minutes candle to close. Same thing applies to go, 1 minute to go. For GU basically is no man's land right now. This is where we are actually expecting price to tap into this zone. So for now, it's still playing the game it only knows how to play best. So basically, Gbpusd Arena. Alright, so we keep waiting. So let's just stay on the 30 minutes time frame. We want to get a better setup, guys. If you are just joining us, follow the arrow, guys. Alright, so let's get on water, guys. See what goal is doing, guys. Right, so let's just stay with this guy right here. So we have 14 minutes more to go for this current candle to close. This is a 30 minutes candle. So if we have a close below this psychological level, somewhat of this nature, then what we're gonna do is just to look at, let's see, 60 pips, then we'll be heading for 88 pips. We'll be heading for this point right there. So let's see, let me just note where we might be looking for entry if our candle close within that area. So that is a point. Between that point, so let's just zone it like this. So if we have our candle close within there, within this box right here, then we'll look at for a sell continuation. We're just going to use the high of this current candle as our stop loss. So this is going to be our stop loss, while we are going to be targeting this zone right there. There's actually liquidity to the left hand side that needs to be cleared, so there's volume right here. So alright, all the way. So we watch. All right, so still waiting. We have 10 minutes more to go. Yeah. All right, so 8 minutes more to go. So we just gonna wait. 7 minutes to go, guys. Alright, so it has broken below our zone and it's just 4 minutes more to go. So it therefore kind of looked like we should have had an impulse entry. Yeah, still about 3 minutes to go. All we care about is our risk reward. So, if it retraces, better. If not, we can't go below that. Okay. All right, so 3 minutes to go. So we have 2 minutes to go. Alright guys, 1 minute to go. So on the 15 minutes time frame, so what we're going to do is to follow the momentum. So we are going to join the cell. So our stop loss is going to be around here while we are targeting here. So this is 15 minutes straight. All right, so we are in. So we got in at this point. Yeah, that's exactly where I got in. So let's see. How many pips? 87. So while we are risking about 40, we're still in profit, guys. The first point of consideration for a partial and break even. Oh, no. So let's take up this. All right, to have clarity of what we are doing. All right, so here we are. So we are currently floating about 18, 17 pips. So this is our first point. So if price eventually drops there, then we're gonna have our break even and close partials, then allow the rest to run. This is just a part of what we made in the morning, so that we are risking. So like guys, I said I was going to be waiting for 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. is here, and based on the setup here on the M15, so we just going with the flow. It is what it is, guys. So we are in, and we allow the market to do its thing. All right. Let's see how it goes. So maybe we are going to be having a smoother ride by 2:30. So let's see. Ooh, it's rebelling. If it breaks the bearish candle's high, then it's obviously going to get crazy. It's already at its high, so meaning that it's likely not gonna work out. So alright, so that is an L, guys. That didn't work out. Alright, so basically I don't like to overshoot my risk, so we just had to keep it low, because some people will be asking, oh, why didn't you use the previous rejection as your stop loss? No, always keep your risks low while your target high. Does God has the capability of giving us an opportunity? Right, so this gold M5 is still kind of projecting around this zone, so which is a good time for the scalpers. Of course, we ain't scalpers, so we are not taking the straight. Already we are just coming from an L here, so we are going to just swallow this. Let's see. But 37 pips. So 20 to 30 pips for a scalper guy. So for me, no. Right. So let's see what happens in 18 minutes on this guy. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna. So let's just keep waiting to see what happens. The first 15 minutes done. All right, so let's see. All right, so basically right now we're just sitting on our hands to see what happens in the next 13 minutes, 13 to 12 minutes. So if nothing happens, then we are calling it a day. Still pushing. All right, guys, so it has taken out the high, its own high, so and it's broken above the zone which we're expecting. So at this point it's basically like an indecisive area, so there is no point in waiting. So it's just a matter of just letting it slide to come back tomorrow. So that is it, guys. All right, so see you guys next week. All right, so for those that are part of the Telegram group, of course I'll be dropping whatever signal comes tomorrow. All right, so let's keep peeping. All right, so peace, guys. Peace.